Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Allison, and this is Allie at the Helm, where I do weekly cash stuffing videos to manage my household income, as well as meal planning and grocery haul videos to show what my husband and I spend our grocery budget on. Today, however, I will be trying to catch up on my videos. I have been feeling under the weather the last week and a half, and also my husband is back to work and doing overtime, and so just getting used to his new schedule has been an adjustment as well. So I am back today. Sorry that I've been gone, but we are going to start with a May plan with me, and then throughout this next week I will be catching up on videos. So I'm going to be posting a lot more than normal, but it's just so I can get back on track so that next Sunday can be my typical cash stuffing video. And that being said, let's do this, and we will be planning for May today, walking you through how I budget each month and plan for every month. Okay, so I already took a ruler and a pen and wrote out the calendar for May. I am going to be doing a setup, and I forgot my little sheet. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my sheet. I have a little cheat sheet so I don't forget anything. Okay, so first I'm going to be writing down my filming schedule here, and then we'll go on to the numbers of breaking down the budget. So today is the 8th for me, and today I am filming a plan with me. So I'm just gonna write that in. Tomorrow I will be posting my April overage. Tuesday I will be posting a bill exchange. Wednesday will be week 1 and 2 cash stuffing. Thursday, I'm going to be posting my meal plan and grocery haul from this week. Then on Friday, I won't be posting anything, and Saturday I won't be posting anything. This should get me caught up from the last week. These are the items that I wanted to do last week, but again, I wasn't feeling well. So then on the 15th, I will be doing my regular cash stuffing. And then the 19th will be my meal plan and grocery haul again. Then the 22nd, again, will be a cash stuffing. Then the 24th, since it's about a week before June, will be June plan with me. Then the 26th, again, will be a meal plan and grocery haul. The 29th will be a cash stuffing, as usual. The 30th will be an overage. The 31st will be a bill exchange. And that's it for the month of May. So now this is my filming schedule for the month of May, and or at least the release. This is when the videos will be released. So today I am filming this plan with me, and I will be editing and posting it. And I most likely will do film these today just so that they're ready, and then I can edit them and release them as scheduled here on the calendar. But that is my filming release schedule. And then now we can move on to actually setting up our budget for the month. So this is how I like to set up my budget. I list my income, my bills, cash envelopes, debt, and then over here are sinking funds. So I already spoke with my husband on how we would like to allocate our base budget. This base budget here is what we normally bring in during the winter months when my husband is on reduction in force. And so just to keep things simple and make sure that we can afford our bills whether he is on reduction in force or not, we budget with a base budget. And then anything that we make over that during the summer and spring, when my husband works a lot and when I am able to do more overtime as well, that will get put into the overage. And then at the end of the month, we do an overage stuffing. So as I mentioned just now, I will be releasing April's overage stuffing tomorrow. And so if you want to see how much money my husband and I had in overage last month and how we ended up allocating that money, stay tuned for that video. But we always go with a base budget. That way, whether he is on reduction of force or not, we are able to afford everything that we need to afford. So I'm going to go ahead and add this up, and that'll be what we're working with for our bills, cash envelopes, debt, sinking funds for the month. And I'm just gonna do that really quick. So 4162, which is right. I'm just gonna write that down here. So 4162. And I already filled in my bill amounts. If you're new here, my husband and I, at the very beginning of 2022, went through each month of 2021 to see how much our bills were that month. And we added them all up and then divided them by 12 to get a monthly average for these bills. And that's what we go off of. Our mortgage doesn't change. Home Hero doesn't change. Internet. There are some bills that just stay the same, but there are a couple that fluctuate, such as city, electric, gas, those kinds of things kind of fluctuate. So those are the ones that we mostly are basing it on an average. And that way in the winter months, when we are using a lot more house gas, we, obviously is going to be higher. And then in the summer, when we're using our air conditioning unit, our electric bill will be higher. But overall, on a monthly average, this kind of averages out throughout the year to be this amount. So, and then of course, at the end of 2022, before 2023 starts, we will do the same thing. We'll go ahead and add up all of our bills throughout the whole year of 2022, divided by 12 to get our monthly average for 2023. All right, and so that being said, I already went ahead and filled in this information. This doesn't change. The only thing that is different about May is it is a 5-week month. And so what we're gonna do is take these totals and divide them by 5 and do our best to make it equal per week. So I'll give you a few examples first, and then I will go ahead and fill them in on my own, and then we can move on to the other categories. So for instance, for mortgage, our mortgage is $1,412 per month. And if we divide by that by 5, it's $282.40. So what I normally like to do is start with $282 because I don't stuff change. And so for week 1, I'll put $282. Week 3, I'll put $282. And then if I take this amount here, 1412 minus 282 minus 282, that leaves us with 848. So if I minus 282 again, 566, divide that by 2, and then that's 283. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these up and make sure that it equals that. So I'll just take 282 times 3 plus 283 plus 283, 1412. So perfect. So I'm just trying my best to make it as equal as possible so that one week I'm not stuffing 282 and then the last week I'm stuffing like 285. I just try to spread it out as evenly as possible throughout the month. And I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, please please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Next is city, which is $60. We're gonna take 60 divided by 5 is $12. So again, 60 divided by 5, $12 per week. So that is a nice equal payment per week. So that's a good example. So sometimes it comes where you need to kind of try to figure it out so that it's more equal, and then other times it just, the math works. I hope that makes sense. Again, if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the math on the rest of these, and then we'll move on to the next category. All right, so I went ahead and broke down all of the bills so that it's somewhat even per week. And so I'm just going to add up these totals really quick to know how much I'm putting in for bills each week, and then I'll come back. Okay, so now I have my totals for each week, how much will be allocated towards bills. And if we add all of this up, it should equal $2,001. All right, $2,001, so that's perfect. So I take this $2,001 and subtract it from our base budget. So that was $4,162 minus $2,001. That leaves us with $2,161 left to budget for the month. So because it is a 5-week month, we typically do 120 to 125 for groceries, $50 for date night, $21 for gas. We did change it a little bit this month though. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we did here. So we went $620 divided by 5. So each week is gonna get 124. Then for date night, $250 divided by 5. 50. So each week it's gonna get $50 for date night, which also includes going out to eat in general. We allot $50 per week for that. Then 105 divided by 5 is 21. So 21 each week. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this up. This should be the same for each week. So we got $195 per week. Okay, and then we're gonna add this up. It should equal $975. So if we just do 195 times 5, 975. Perfect. So what we're going to do then is take what we had left over after bills. So that was $2,161 minus the 975 equals $1,186 left to budget. The next thing we do is our debt, which is student loans. And we are going to put 15% of our base income towards that, which comes out to be $625. So if we take $625 and divide that by 5, it's 625 divided by 5 is $125 per week. So I'm just going to write that in. All right, and so what we're gonna do is take this total that was left over after bills and cash envelopes, so $1,186, subtract the $625, and we have $561 left to budget for sinking funds. So we're gonna flip over to sinking funds, and I have let's see, nothing. We decided to put nothing in clothing, and I should put this total. So 561 will be the total. So we're not putting anything in clothing. Gonna put $50 in household and divide that by 5. It's just $10 per week. Nothing is going in self-care, Allison and James. We are putting $42 in car insurance. And we're just gonna take 42 divided by 5. Oops. So that's 8.4. So again, like the bills, I'm going to do my best to make it as equal as possible throughout the 5 weeks. So I'll be right back. Okay, next is car maintenance. So last month, my husband and I had decided to pay ourselves back from some work that we had done on our car in March between the months of April and May. But then when we were looking at this budget, it was going to eat such a large chunk out of it since we needed to allocate for the extra week for groceries, date night, and gas. And so what we decided to do is split what we were going to put in car maintenance for May between May and June. So I hope that makes sense. So this month we, instead of doing $244, we're going to do $122. And the other $122 will be paid back in June. So at the end of June, we'll be fully funded again in car maintenance, or at least relatively speaking. So again, we're just gonna take 122 divided by 5, and so it's 24.4, and I'm gonna do my best to make it as equal as possible per week. Be right back. All right, next for pet care, we decided to put $80. For reduction in force, or RIF, we're putting our usual $200. We're putting nothing in Christmas because we are fully funded for Christmas 2022, which feels so great. We did that with our tax return money. So that was really nice. Next is entertaining. We're adding $37 this month. For gifts, we are adding $30. And that is it for the budget. We decided not to put anything in the rest of these categories. We typically put overage money into the categories that we didn't put money into. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add these up, and then, oh, I just realized I put this in the wrong spot. So again, just like the last page, I'm gonna add up each week just so I know how much goes into sinking funds each week, and then just make sure that those totals equal 561. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add these all up and just make sure that they equal the 561 that we had left over after bills, cash envelopes, and debt. All right, perfect. So that leaves us with a zero-based budget. Again, this is our base budget that we work on when my husband is working, or excuse me, not working and is on reduction in force. And that is how every month I decide how much goes into each week and how much, that way I know how much goes into each category each week, and then how much to pull total for from the bank. So I hope that made sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, I hope you have a lovely day and happy budgeting, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.